Hello, my name is Raymond Karczewski, and this is coming to you from my home, here in Cave Junction, Oregon. Tonight's message is the reasons behind hell on earth. It comes to you from a living Christ. Now pay attention to what you hear in this talk, for I shall be revealing to you the secret behind Christ consciousness, a level of awareness that few indeed possess in this frenzied world of ours. Now, if one pays attention to my articles, they will inevitably find that few indeed are vocal in responding to them. One finds either absolute silence or vicious character attacks by roving packs of satanic disinformation jackals who start off on a feeding frenzy only to wind up yelping and scurrying away to lick their wounds when they meet up with a mirror of truth. Their illusions cannot penetrate their own intellectual barrier, which prevents them from reaching the holistic realm of truth, wherein lies the Christ state of consciousness. If you are looking for evidence of such a statement, you may look at my website, arkenterprises.com. Look at the links on mind control and societal manipulation, or research older articles on Google Archives. Now, civilized man cogitates upon peripheral images and illusions, which are dead, graven image based on memory, inculcated into them via outer satanic remote control, such as government, religion, schools, and media. These are the institutions that create the mindset of most people as they look at life unfolding before them. It never stops from birth to death. For those who are paralyzed by their own fear and self-doubt. One possessed of Christ consciousness, a simple man or woman of truth, who operates through direct perception of truth, that is divine insight, bypasses all of that satanic clutter, which binds the consciousness of the average go-along to get-along sheeple who operate via the herd mentality. The herd does not like to be exposed. They find their strength in numbers of like-minded sheeple seeking support for their impotent attempt to discredit the truth as it is presented to them, only to find that a legion of sheeple does not make one whole man. This is the satanic nature of the average member of the public who have sold their souls to Satan for security, only to find there is none. No one but you are the source of your own security. Governments and religions are institutions which promise security, but never deliver it. Hence, blind believers are at the mercy of such satanic institutions which own them, body and soul. These illusion-directed people have lost their jobs, have lost the fruit of their labor, their money, have lost their homes and are being fleeced to the ultimate impoverishment under the threat of war and martial law. Forgive me if this applies to you, but such people are just plain dumb. When they hear the inescapable truth of my comments, they become the source of their own pain through self-judgment, but they require a scapegoat in order to evade seeing the simplicity of the source of their own bondage. One, on the path of such spiritual enlightenment, has decisions to make. Who will he serve? Will it be truth, love, God? Or will it be Satan, the petty god of programmable intellects? Will he or she be an insider to the civilized world, ruled by satanic intellects? Or will he be an outsider in this world, but not of it? The answer to that is self-answerable, is it not? Because even the most ignorant among us has that faint flicker of truth operating under a mountain of smothering satanic beliefs which dominate their limited intellect. What I have just described is the average state of consciousness experienced in this society that we live in. Such people strive their whole lives trying to reach the goal of Christ consciousness, but they chase the lie, the illusion, the graven image as their pole star. Hell, isn't it? Forgive me once again, but such folks have it all bass-ackward, and they shall never know a lucid moment of divine intelligence until they break the satanic spell of conditioning which has made potential Christs into slaves. Are there any amongst you who have asked the question of why and how do I, this living Christ, remain a free man in this unfree world? Why and how is it that I am still walking around free and not in prison for 40 years, as I was threatened with? With exception, everyone who has faced the corrupt courts in asserting their sovereignty, as I have with the corrupt courts of Oregon and Josephine County, is in jail or prison. It is the same reason that most of you are upset when you need the simple truth, when you read the simple truth of my articles. Truth, the very essence of Christ consciousness. Even satanic minions must follow rules which are derived from God's franchise of this worldly, spiritual testing ground. When they, the courts, meet up with a Christ, an holistic man of truth, they have no choice but to capitulate to such an holistic mirror of truth over whom they have no jurisdiction. Why is it that none of you have seen that in my demonstrable articles of the power of truth? That what I have done, so too can you do. None of you will ever get what I am saying to you by hanging on to the peripheral, definable, dualistic letter of my words. You must just listen quietly and watch your own reactions to what you read and hear. That is your spiritual teacher, your personal Savior. It ain't me. It ain't Jesus of Nazareth. For we are not your Savior. You are your own Savior. Can you see now just what fundamental level the satanic institutions of government, religion, and media has screwed up your minds? Realize that you have been had. You have been swindled. You have been hornswoggled by those in whom you have placed your trust. You have been scammed. And if you are to be free, you must break that satanic thread which binds you to your satanic intellect. The intellect must come to an end for divine awareness to be resurrected as the spirit of infinite intelligence takes over your life. Learn to use the intellect for things of technical problem solving and communication as we are communicating now. However, when you use the intellect to solve non-technical problems in life, you are damaging yourself to the point where you cannot extricate yourself from the hell that you create for yourself. That is the simple solution to all of the things that we face in our world today. There is no need for a new world order. That is the old world order with a new name, a new image, but the same old satanic essence. It is divisive, it is opposing, and it is conflicting. Drop it, and just be. That is the state of Christ consciousness that has evaded you for your entire lives.